We come to you from downtown Los Angeles and Staples Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness.
And I love this city. From the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood. Who is going to be the star tonight?
It is showtime. Let's do this. The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway in downtown Los Angeles. James to Caldwell Pope. He was hacked. They let it go.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about coach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James, though.
LBJ with it. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Ooh, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Adetokunbo to Lopez. No good. And too much contact.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
LeBron with it up top. He'll run the offense. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. The Bucks at the controls. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. To ball. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Bucks basketball to Bledsoe. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Slams it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Kyle Kuzma. His first effort off the mark. To Bledsoe. Brogdon. Middleton to Bledsoe. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not there for Bledsoe. Defense all over him. Ball into the front court. Up 6. Slam dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The assist from number 2.
Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Ball to Kuzma. From the outside, no good. Bledsoe with the basketball. Down 8. To Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Bledsoe. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First one goes down. It's the second. One more coming. Three for 3. Nice. Ball with it up top. Leads 5. Giannis Adetokunbo sends it away. Couldn't keep it in. Last touch by Giannis Adetokunbo. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Beasley. James to Beasley. LeBron James. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Or for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Caldwell Pope. Oh, they called the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Curling inside. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
LBJ has it. Baseline drive. LeBron James. That's now 5 in a row without a single miss. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Good contest. Middleton off.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To James. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high.
Adetokunbo. Shot from the line won't go. It's James controlling the offense. Oh, a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Team foul number 4. Milwaukee Bucks are at the limit. Entering the game for the Bucks. Number 6, Eric Bledsoe.
Count the basket inside.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Adetokunbo gets it in the left corner. Bledsoe. the side of the rim, no good. Across the timeline comes James. The advantage is 13 points. Bucks take down the board. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Yo, Ed, how's that saying go? Fool me once, you used up the free pass. You know how they're calling this one. Ease up on the aggressive plays on the ball.
Eric Bledsoe, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw.
Number 9, Lonzo.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Here's Rondo with it. Up a dozen. They get it down to Ingram. From the painted area, won't go down. So short jumper misses. Hart. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. Giannis in control of the basketball. Down a dozen. You've got to get that one to go.
And that's how you make it. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Short jumper off the mark. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Nothing going here on that drive. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Fires the three. They were ready for DiVincenzo on that three. And count the basket.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Bledsoe. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
At the controls. Adetokunbo. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. To James. Oh, he had him there for a second. James. Down to 5 on the 24. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Visit our team website for more details.
Down the lane. The shot won't fall. Lebron in front court. The lead is 15. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Tony Snell. That's his first personal foul. The Bucks are now in the penalty.
First one, count it.
There we go. Yes, sir.
And he makes them both.
This side, this side. Feel it. Feel it. Here it comes. Feel it.
JaVale McGee sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Turns and slams it down.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Here comes the screen. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Finally, finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Bledsoe. Won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
No, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Around the perimeter, knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Works it up top. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Rondo into the front court. His guys holding the lead. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Off the mark on the first free throw.
For Los Angeles, number 14, Brandon Ingram. Entering the game.
So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Milwaukee with the basketball. Hill to DiVincenzo. Takes stock of the floor. Here comes the screen. To DiVincenzo. And that one out of bounds off of Buck. Here's LeBron for 2. Wide open look, won't go.
The defense has to find a way to become mentally present in this ball game. Another open look, the offense is picking them apart.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Shot from in close, no good. Hill across the timeline. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Off the assist.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Rondo with the basketball. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. It's LeBron. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. He'll put it up at the buzzer. No good. He couldn't get it to drop. Horn sounds ending this first quarter of play. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. George Hill to Lopez. And the slam.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
James into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Beasley calls out of bounds. Last touch by Michael Beasley. Giannis fit up top. He'll run the offense. To Lopez. Throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Beasley. Ball. Brook Lopez pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Here's James. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. The screen sets him up for two.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
LeBron James with the rock to Ball. Finish that. Another follow. No good. Caldwell Pope. Nobody even close. Count the basket for Caldwell Pope.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
To Brogdon. Giannis Antetokounmpo. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Come on. You knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Ball to James.
Screen, I got your help.
A drive-by Ball, but he can't finish. Giannis in control of the basketball. Trailing by 15. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
It's a big finish.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
BJ. To Caldwell Pope. Sizing up the defense. Caldwell Pope. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 80% in this contest. Oh, he can't connect. Hill into the front court. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Brogdon to Lopez. It's James controlling the offense. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Nothing going here on that drive. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Brook Lopez. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 78% at the line. Knocks down the first.
Milwaukee. Into the game.
And gets both to drop at the line. Lonzo with it. Looking to make something happen. Couldn't keep it in. Off Lonzo ball. Antetokounmpo. Oh, good defense by Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this league.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe to Middleton. Plenty of contact. Shot no good. Probing the defense. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To ball. Beasley. To Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Eric Bledsoe. Tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And hits the first free throw.
For LA, number 23, LeBron James.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To James. Nothing going here on that drive. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Middleton. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Brook Lopez. He's 3 for 7.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Lakers ball. To James. Brook Lopez with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Middleton to Antetokounmpo. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Turnover gives them the possession. To Kyle Kuzma. Goes to the right side. Baseline drive. Offensive board. From the painted area, won't go down. Giannis with it up top. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. Antetokounmpo to George Hill. Bledsoe buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
LeBron into the front court. His guys up by 15. Giannis Antetokounmpo rejects it. The Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe to Lopez. Here comes the screen. The drive right to the basket. Short jumper won't fall. The follow won't go either. Into front court comes Rondo. The lead is 15. Cashes in for two.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense. Even the ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Lakers come up with it. Tried to slam it down, but it comes out. Hill to Middleton. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the 8, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Huge block. Couldn't keep it in. Last touch by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
And a chance coming up at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw.
Good shot, man.
Here's Rondo with it. His guys holding the big lead. It's James. He was all over him.
Show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
George Hill to Bledsoe. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called the 40-inch vertical.
Los Angeles, they have it. To Josh Hart. James, and knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
Crafty Ed. I love the fact that he was able to have the awareness to get his feet behind the three-point line.
Now a whistle. And we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 21, Tony Snell.
JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Lopez. Another chance. Brook Lopez. 4 out of 10.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Kyle Kuzma. Hart. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. Shot from the lane won't go. Bledsoe. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
To James. Screen coming. James. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Number 22, Chris Middleton. Into the game for the Los Angeles Lakers. Number 5, Tyson.
Bucks basketball. To Middleton. Bledsoe. And the rebound comes to Kuzma. Rondo into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Kuzma. To Josh Hart.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. James. Great defense, forcing the miss. Bledsoe with it up top. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Hart to James. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. We allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Here comes the screen. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports halftime report. The Lakers have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Bucks were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead.
Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Milwaukee Bucks are in a situation where if I was the coach of the team, I'd hope they'd be insulted by the way they gave up points in the paint. Going into the second half, these guys really need to have some pride and be more assertive around the basket defensively.
Player of the half.
The chosen one earns the recognition because of the sheer number of dunks he threw down. One after another, he kept rattling the rim with his awesome slams. Here we go with the top plays.
very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys down big. Middleton to Bledsoe. Screen coming.
Screen on your right. On your right.
Oh, had him going there for a second. It's Kuzma to James. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a three-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Off the mark on his throw. Bledsoe to Lopez. Adetokunbo to Lopez. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Oh, emphatic slam.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Here comes the screen. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Here's the screen to Lopez. Adetokunbo. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Ball with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Caldwell-Pope. Can't miss those. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's a strong fish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Middleton to Adetokunbo. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Ball. Great feed. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down.
Oh, that's cash.
Goes 2 for 2.
Get your money, man.
To Middleton. Adetokunbo. Around the perimeter. Bledsoe gets it in the right corner. Hill. Tough shot. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Here comes the screen. James. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe.
Screen coming your way. Screen coming your way.
LeBron James able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Oh, whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 3.
James goes to the right side. To Ball. From the painted area, won't go down. To Adetokunbo. George Hill quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
One could make the case he might be glad he didn't get the and one.
Lakers at the controls right now. Here comes the screen. Ball. No good. Defense catching a break there. LeBron James with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Kyle Kuzma. With a drop step. Lopez there to get down. Giannis with it up top. Down a bundle. With the basket after a nice drop step.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance on that play.
To Kyle Kuzma.
I got blocked.
Ball. To Kyle Kuzma. Down to Chandler. Oh, he had it. Hill to Adetokunbo. And he'll go to the foul line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers,
Able to convert on both free throws. Ball into the front court. His guys hold a big lead. Nothing going here on that drive. The screen sets him up for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Bledsoe to Lopez. Adetokunbo. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
And the finish. Slam dunk. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Lonzo controls the offense. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. 3 for 6 now.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Bledsoe. Get it down low to Lopez. The pass set it all up.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Ball to Kyle Kuzma. To Ball. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. That's a 24-second violation. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
stepping in for the Milwaukee Bucks, number 3, George Hill.
To Middleton. George Hill to Lopez. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It's not a travel, Ed. You're allowed 2 steps after you pick up the ball. Now, these steps may be more east and west instead of north and south, but this is the new game that these young kids are playing.
Jay, they're so athletic. I would imagine it varies from official to official.
Or it varies from great player to great player.
Ball to James. Nothing going here on that drive. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Hill to Adetokunbo. Count the bucket for 2.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Lebron with it up top. He'll run the offense. Ball to James. And the rebound taken by Lopez. Antetokounmpo to DiVincenzo. It was right there. Right down Broadway for the two. Defender has to pick him up.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Antetokounmpo to Lopez. He throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Ball brings the rock up court. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Down for McGee. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
George Hill to Lopez. With a drop step. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Here comes the screen. Ersan Ilyasova sends it away. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks, but you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Misses the first.
Number 34, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Down to 5 on the 4. Lays it up and in.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Lakers ball. To Beasley. Short jumper off the mark.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Rondo with the basketball. His team on top by 13. Got it.
That boy got jumper.
Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Brook Lopez. Hart. To Beasley. Down for McGee. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Antetokounmpo. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. The follow won't go either. To Beasley. Count it.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Cruises inside for two.
Man, that may not have been a gimme. Layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
In the front court comes Rondo. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Brook Lopez pins it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Ersan Ilyasova. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Good look that time, but off the mark. Giannis in control of the basketball. Trailing by 14. For three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Nice pass to set things up.
Old school equals high percentage.
The assist from number 3, Josh Hart.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew to be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
3 quarters down with the Lakers in command. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected in the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
The jumper's off the mark. Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo. Probing the defense. To Antetokounmpo. 5 on the shot clock. And the Lakers have rebound. Ball with it up top. The lead is 11. Caldwell Pope off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Easy pass to the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen. Jason Smith tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
The ball. Clock winding down. Shot by Lonzo there, no good. Milwaukee with the basketball. Adetokunbo. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Brogdon. Here comes the screen. Brogdon. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
With it. His team up by 7. To Beasley. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Adetokunbo. To DiVincenzo. Trying to cash in. It's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Ball with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. JaVale McGee to Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen. Ball. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. It's no good. Great defense.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Ball. Here comes the screen. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Giannis with it up top. The margin standing now at 7. Brogdon. Brandon Ingram swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Caldwell Pope goes to the left side. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Surveys the floor. He was hacked. They let it go. Caldwell Pope. Oh, he missed a short one there. Has a chance. Brogdon can't connect.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Giannis control of the basketball. His guys down by 9. To Bledsoe. Oh, he had him there for a second. Lopez to Adetokunbo. Over to the right side. Gets a look. Can't hit. Ball into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. To Caldwell Pope. Ball. Shot clock winding down to Ball. From long range. Not done yet. The Bucks at the controls. Middleton. Here's Lopez. Down low. And a throwdown.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
To Caldwell Pope. Ball. To Beasley. Has a look. Jumper's good. Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Can't connect from inside. Giannis Antetokounmpo with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Shot from the lane won't go. Caldwell Pope to Ball. Oh, big finish at the rim.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Time to shuffle things up. Giannis Antetokounmpo rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Ball with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Caldwell Pope. Down to Chandler. And throws it down.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Giannis with it up top. 9-point margin. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Kuzma. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Brogdon to Bledsoe. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Lonzo with the rock. To Kyle Kuzma. Short jumper misses. To Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Giannis Antetokounmpo trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's shooting 71% so far. Off the mark at the line. Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one remaining.
You're going to see the best players make in-game adjustments on the fly. The intellect of some of these superstars is off the charts. Your ability to adapt and move forward as quickly as possible in the most efficient manner will determine whether you win this game or not.
Finds to shoot. Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Oh, emphatic slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Los Angeles, they have it. Takes stock of the floor. Gets it in the right corner. Caldwell Pope to James. Here comes the screen. James. And rebound corralled by Lopez. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Ah, rocking the rim. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Across the timeline comes James. Leads one to Ball. Here comes the screen. Ball to James. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Brogdon to Middleton. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Here's Lopez down low. Ah, the monster stuff.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Los Angeles has the basketball.
I got ball.
Here comes the screen. James to Ball. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Lonzo Ball. That one off the mark. It's no good. Giannis in control of the basketball. His team up by 1. Comes the screen. Antetokounmpo. They'll get it down low to Lopez. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principle. Things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Now the Bucks gonna signal for a timeout. They'll need their best free throw shooters on the floor, as well as a design play for the inbounds. Now they get the intentional foul. He's gonna have to earn it at the line. 2 huge free throws in a 1-point game.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
First one, counted. So he hits the first, misses the second. Deep 3 at the buzzer. The Bucks claim victory as they win a close one by 2. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bucks got the win in a close game. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Lakers are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Assists.
I was really impressed by the way these teams shared the ball. As you can see in these highlights, the ball movement was spectacular. It can't be said enough. The extra pass can make all of the difference.
Player of the game. Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Los Angeles Lakers. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.
jump to you from downtown Los Angeles and Staples Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness.
And I love this city. From the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood. Who is going to be the star tonight?
It is showtime. Let's do this. Milwaukee begins the game with the basketball. To Antetokounmpo. Middleton. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Going to launch beyond the arc. And it's Chandler with the rebound. Lebron with it up top. He'll run the offense. Trying to cash in. Cleans it up. Swings it to Ball. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, that time it was effective. But a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
Giannis with it up top. Down just a couple. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
James into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Tyson Chandler at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Career mark of 64%. Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Bledsoe with the basketball. Looking to make it happen. To Lopez. Short jumper off the mark. Screen coming. Brook Lopez missed his first. That one goes.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
James to Caldwell Pope. To the rim. Nice pass to get things going.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Bucks at the controls. Antetokounmpo to Brogdon. Here's Lopez down low. Slam dunk.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
LeBron into the front court. Leads 1. To Ball. James. Defense making the ball handler work. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Bledsoe with it up top. Down 3. Right down Broadway. 4-2.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Caldwell Pope. Fires the 3. Taken down by Giannis. To Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Ball. Malcolm Brogdon with a piece. And scores.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
The Bucks at controls. Here comes the screen. Sizing up the defense. Tyson Chandler.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Here's James for two. LeBron James. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Middleton. Adetokunbo to Middleton. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Tyson Chandler. Huge block.
That kick blocked out the sun, Ed.
And finishes strong. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Ball with it up top. Leads two. To James. With a drop step. Scores from the post.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Looking good. 4 for 5.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. LeBron James trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Throws it down.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Number 2,
Bledsoe with the basketball. They trail by 7. To Adetokunbo. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Ball. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it. To Middleton. Brogdon. Middleton. And that's rebounded by Kuzma. Caldwell-Pope. Good offense, beating good defense. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the basket.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
On the outside, no good.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Stepping in for LA, number 9, Lonzo.
Bledsoe shot off the mark. And the slam. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Down low for Kuzma. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Bledsoe. Tyson Chandler rejects it. That is third block this evening. And now it's Kuz at the controls. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest all time.
Middleton. Bledsoe. Has a look. He's looking for that touch.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might like to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Middleton to Bledsoe. Count the basket.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession, though.
Number 22, Chris Middleton.
Rondo with the basketball. They lead it by 14. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Bledsoe, deep right corner. To Bledsoe. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the bucket for 2.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly, because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Bucks basketball. Bledsoe. Layup goes down. Well done.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Rondo into the front court. His guys leading by 14. To James. Eric Bledsoe able to recover with lock.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Knocks down from mid-range.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
James. For 3. Cleans it up. To the outside. To James.
2 minutes remaining in the
Pass to the rim. Now a steal by Milwaukee. DiVincenzo. Beyond the arc for 3. That won't go. Colopo. LeBron James. He's unconscious. 75%.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Subbing in.
Navigates through traffic but can't finish. Caldwell Pope. There's the toss. Bucks at the controls. Short jumper stays out to James. And scores.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Bledsoe with it up top. Counting down towards 1 minute to play here in the opening quarter. Trying to cash in, and he buries it.
Oh my goodness! Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
James to Josh Hart. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Bucks at the controls. To Bledsoe. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Tyson Chandler snatching it out of the air. Fourth this contest. That misses with a second to go. We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Lakers ball. James. Beasley. Fires the three. Hart can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Short jumper won't fall.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Oh, Lonzo ball. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Giannis in control of the basketball. Minute gone by in this second quarter. Flushes it home.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Great pass to set it up. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Giannis with it up top. Down a bundle. Nice pass to set things up.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Tyler Zeller pins it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Tyler Zeller. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. James. Not done yet. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
The Bucks at the controls. To George Hill. JaVale McGee swats it.
Taking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence.
Flushes down the slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Lonzo Ball tips it. And a chance coming up at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. To James. McGee powers it through.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Number 23, LeBron James.
Hill into the front court. His guys down big. JaVale McGee with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
James. Rocking the rim. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Lopez. Surveys the floor to Hill. Here comes the screen. Five on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Gets a look. Can't hit. JaVale McGee to James. Down to 5 on the 24. James can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Add 2 points to the board.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Big finish at the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Bucks basketball to Lopez. Probing the defense to George Hill. Lopez. Can't connect from inside. Across the timeline comes James. His guys holding the big lead. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Now the Bucks gonna signal for a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Straight down the middle for two.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
James. 4-3. Another chance. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. Baseline drive. Lopez. Off the assist.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
BJ. Down for McGee. Count the basket at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
James. To Kyle Kuzma. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Giannis for two. Jumper's good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Kyle Kuzma. Ball. Takes stock of the floor. To Ball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Lonzo Ball connects. They sag off someone whose shot is only improving, and Lonzo delivers.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
The assist from number 23.
Giannis in control of the basketball. He'll run the offense. Good look that time, but off the mark. LeBron into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. And scores. Strong take.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Subbing in for the Los Angeles.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. JaVale McGee sends it away. It's James controlling the offense. To Ball. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Lonzo Ball trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Count it. Old-fashioned three-point play. Giannis with it up top. Looking to make that happen. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo.
Defensive foul to number 0, Kyle Kuzma. That's his first personal.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects at the line. Adetokunbo. To Bledsoe. George Hill to Adetokunbo. Has a chance. Giannis off the mark. James sets him up, throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo to Middleton. JaVale McGee with a piece.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To Hill. Middleton to Bledsoe. Giannis Adetokunbo. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after the make.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer, always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
James knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LeBron James sends it away.
You know what? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Easy path to the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Giannis for 2. A rebound taken down by the Lakers. James to Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
this type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Bledsoe to Lopez. Lopez, he's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Rondo. The Bucks clear the rebound. Giannis in control of the basketball. Down a bundle to George Hill. Here's a chance from long range. It's Rondo with the rebound. Ball to Beasley. Down for McGee. Top of the key. Has a look. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, are the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wide open look, won't go. Nothing going here on that drive. Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Lakers didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Bucks did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scores for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Lakers
Are showing us great team basketball here today. A combination of great ball movement and unselfish players generating positive results.
LeBron James is the assist leader among his teammates.
Player of the half.
The chosen one really showed off his court vision in the first half. When he's able to get the ball moving like that, his team can be tough to stop.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Giannis with it up top. His guys down big. Brogdon to Bledsoe. Trying to cash in. Not today. Lonzo with it. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. James. Ball. Missed it. Couldn't fit in. Off Lonzo Ball. Bucks at the controls. To Adetokunbo. Drives, but shot won't go down. To Adetokunbo. Off the mark. Ball. Throws it up. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively. You try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Ball into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Kyle Kuzma. The pass set it all up.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while too, I guess.
The Bucks at the controls. Brook Lopez. He's now 4 for 6.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To Ball. They get it to Kuzma down low. And the finish. Slam dunk.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Bledsoe to Lopez. Tyson Chandler. Huge block. Ooh, 5 now. Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Ball. Now a steal by Milwaukee. To Adetokunbo. From long range. Can't connect. James. Working it side to James. Going along. Beyond the arc. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4. One has to go in eventually.
To Lopez. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Caldwell Pope. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Can't convert the free throw. To Brogdon. Slam dunk, Malcolm Brogdon. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters. But when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks, but you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
First one goes down. 2 for 2 on that trip. Bledsoe with the basketball. He'll run the offense. And he'll head to the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Whittled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Lonzo Ball at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Giannis in control of the basketball. Looking to make something happen and finishes strong.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good to cap off the 3-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Adetokunbo to Lopez. Nothing going here on that drive. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Malcolm Brogdon. James. Oh, bad pass. And the Bucks have it. Goes to the right side. Hill. It's LeBron with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Middleton. Deep right corner. Hill. Can't get the bounce.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with a chance at a 4-point play. He struggled so far. You can count that one. 4-point play. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Not that time. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Adetokunbo. Gets it in the left corner. Middleton. And the Lakers have the rebound. Lakers at the controls right now. To James. Lobs it up. Whoa! What a finish! Now a whistle. And we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
James. Down to Chandler. It's a big finish.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Brogdon. Middleton. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
LeBron James with the rock. Down to Chandler. To Ball. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
First free throw is good. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Giannis with it up top. Down a bundle. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
To Caldwell Pope. Screen coming.
I told you the screen was coming.
Caldwell Pope. Around the perimeter. To James. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Lonzo Ball. Not that time. To Adetokunbo. Till. Driving right to the basket. In a flash. Scores at the rim.
One can make the case he might be glad he didn't get the and one.
Los Angeles, they have it. James. Big slam. Oh, he looked like he was on a mission.
I mean, if you have athletic ability like that guy offensively, as soon as you beat a man, if you don't beat him off the ground for the jump, you have no chance.
Giannis shoots. James clears the rebound. Ball with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. To James. Fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Beasley. James knocks it down from mid-range.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Gets it in the right corner. George Hill. Here's Lopez. Down low. Slams it down. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. It's James. trying to hit 50, but it's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
DiVincenzo to George Hill. George Hill. Ooh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Yes, in control of the basketball. His guys down big. Shot from the lane won't go. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Hill. And 2 points to the board.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Jason Smith rejects it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Ersan Ilyasova. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. That's a 5-second violation. Has a look. With the step back.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
LBJ with it. Rebound taken down by the Bucks. DiVincenzo. No good, and no foul. Here's Rondo with it. His guys holding the big lead. To James. Here comes the screen. James. Now a steal by Milwaukee. Hill driving, but his shot won't go. The follow won't go either. For 3. Hart can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Josh Hart. To James. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Here comes the screen. Hill. Tyson Chandler able to recover with the block. Incredible. 6 tonight. Time to shuffle things up. Hill. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Shot for Hill won't go. That ends the 3rd quarter with the Lakers in command. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter, and it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting five has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game, and this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
I got him. Here we go.
From the painted area, won't go down. Hill across the timeline. He'll run the offense. To Brogdon. Here comes the screen. Brogdon. Middleton. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
James to Caldwell Pope. Off the assist.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Brogdon to Lopez. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 11, Michael Beasley. Entering the game for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Hill. He stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Lopez to Hill. Middleton to George Hill. Lets it fly from long range. Won't go down. Hart. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Hill into the front court. Looking to make something happen. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Tosses. Flushes down the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Hart to Beasley. Fires the 3. Unbothered. Josh Hart hits the 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
George Hill trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. The drive right to the basket. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Brogdon. Middleton. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. 4-3. He was all over him. Hart. Hill. From close, no good. And a putback slam. Ooh,
really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.